Hi everyone. So in this video we will discuss about India's top 5 most efficient banks that are also listed on the stock market. So let's just jump right into it. So I am using Ticker by Phenology to analyze and screen all these banks. So over here, as you can see, I have a bundle strategy where I have a set of filters that I am using to analyze and filter out those banks. So let's discuss them one by one. The first filter is that the net NPA of the past 3 years on an average basis should be less than 2%. So NPAs are non-performing assets, so all those loans that have not been paid out to the banks in the last 90 days are included in the NPA section. The second filter criteria is that the gross NPA of the last 3 years should be less than 3%. The difference between net NPA and gross NPA is that the net NPA does not include provisions made for those loans. The third criteria is that the net NPA of the most recent quarter results should be less than the NPA which was there in the second most recent quarter results. Right. So what we are trying to say here is that the net NPA should be decreasing on a quarter to quarter basis. The fourth criteria is that the return on asset should be greater than 1%, and the last one is the net interest margin should be greater than 3%. So net interest margin is the difference between interest rate charged by the bank when giving out loans versus when they are giving out interest rate on saving accounts, current accounts, and FD and all of that. So let's take an example. So if, for example, a bank is giving you 3.5% interest on saving account and they are giving the same amount to a person as loan of 7%. So they are keeping that 3.5% as their net interest margin. So this is our filter criteria, and these are the banks that fall in these filter criteria. As you can see, we have HDFC Bank, largest bank in India, Kotak Mahindra Bank, ICICI Bank, Equitas Small Finance Bank, and AU Small Finance Bank. So the last two banks, as you can see, are Small Finance Bank, and the first three banks are the top three private banks in India. So if I want to change this criteria, this bundle strategy, this analysis, and create my own, I can also do that. I will just copy this filter criteria and go to stock screener. And over here, I can, for example, this subtract this or maybe delete this criteria or add any other criteria. So I have a list of criteria that I can also add, or I can also change the values that I have currently in these criterias. For example, I want it to be 1.5, and I want this to be 2%, and I want this to be 0.8%. And I can run the screener again and get different results. So as you can see, only HDFC Bank satisfied this particular criteria. So we can also save this screen. So we can also save this query uh, as well, and we can refer to that later whenever required. So that was all about this video and how we can analyze banks in particular. So if you have any questions regarding to any of the concepts that we discussed, please mention all of that in the comment section, and I will definitely reply to them. So thanks for watching this video.